What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
It's Jordy Jor.
And I'm SleazyWorld Go.
All right. We already was in here kicking it about all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
But you know what? Your personality right now is
Very laid back.
yeah, very laid back, you know.
Very calm.
Chill.
Very zen-like.
Very demure.
Very
Right.
demure.
Very mindful. Yes.
So how are you feeling and how are you enjoying your time in New York right now?
I'm feeling good. I always love coming to New York. It's always a vibe. I really want to move here, but I got too many kids for that. So it's too busy.
You have 4 kids?
Yeah.
4 kids. Okay. How old are they?
Well, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And then I got a 8-month-year-old.
Oh, you got a new baby.
Yeah.
You're not playing.
Are they all from the same woman?
I got 2 baby mamas.
2 baby
Okay.
mamas.
So you're not lying in your music when okay. You know what I'm saying? He will nut in you. All right.
All right.
You've been
cap.
warned.
The proof is in the pudding.
All right. Oh, so 4 kids, young ages. So you've always known you wanted to have a big family.
Yeah. I want like 10 kids.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
huge family.
A whole lot.
That's huge family. That's old school.
Do you come from a large family?
Yeah. I got 6 siblings. So it was 7 of us. Like me growing up.
Okay.
Where do you fall in line as that age?
I was a baby for a long time. Then my mama ended up having 2. I had 2 more brothers, like younger brothers now. So yeah.
Okay.
You know, the baby be spoiled too for
Me?
a long time. Yeah.
I'm the baby.
I am too.
So I was a baby so long. I'm like still the baby, even though I got 2 younger siblings. Like, but
Is there an age gap in between you?
yeah, it's a
Okay.
big age.
So yeah, you still the baby.
Your mom still do your laundry and stuff? Okay. You know how them young kids be spoiled. Like they be having their mom doing things for them for such a long time.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first like moved out of the house and everything? Boy, they say boys move out later.
I ain't gonna lie, I ran away from home around like 12 years old. So I was just gone.
Why did you run away from home?
I ain't really want to be there. I
Clearly.
wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Did you go back?
At 12?
I went-
What did you want to
go?
do?
I went to juvenile,
Okay.
and they made me stay in there until like they felt like it was like they felt like I was gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna stay with my mama type. Yeah, that's when I left Grand Rapids. They banned me actually.
They
They
banned
banned
you
me
from where?
from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
From the whole city?
Because I wouldn't stay with my mama. Like, see, my mama been living in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah.
I gotta ask, did any of y'all ever run away from home?
I did. I went back though.
I feel like every kid at some point does run away from home. Like,
Yeah.
or you say that, like, I'm leaving.
I lived
My
in the
older
woods. I
sister.
couldn't run.
There was
There was
nowhere to
nowhere
go.
for me to go.
My older sister we always had, we clashed a lot, and she was picking on me, and I was like, I'm out of here. I can't take this no more.
I'm gone.
But I went back after like 2 or 3 days.
I feel like I got kicked out and
No,
then
I-
really,
yeah,
and
that
then
too.
really left. Like, you know how you get kicked out? I got kicked out, like, get out of here. And then I was like, all right. And
My
then
kick
I
out was
left.
terrible.
It was?
I got kicked out with a 5-month-old baby.
Ooh, yeah, that's
yeah, that's
awful.
bad.
Dang.
So I beat my mom with an ironing board.
Ooh,
So,
wait, hold on. You did
Okay.
not.
Dang.
What, Gigi?
yeah. So we got into an argument. I had my baby in my arms. She was fresh out of the bathtub, putting her to sleep. Me and my mama arguing. She has a glass of wine in her hand. She throws the glass of wine in my face, but it got all over the baby. So as I'm upstairs cleaning up the baby, there's an argument, and my mouth is blah, 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 and it turned physical, and the ironing board was leaned up against the wall, and I beat her with it. And she was like, get your shit and get the fuck out! Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love you,
know
mom.
what to say.
I don't know either, 'cause it's like,
I don't know what to say to
I
that.
would justify, but
And
it's
then
like the
after-
baby though, like my baby, I'm on that. I'm on that. Like with
Yeah,
my child.
and I mean,
I'm
she
on
was
that.
drunk, and there was a lot of heated passion within that argument. But I mean, I regret it, especially
of
now that
course.
she's no longer here. I wish I would have never did that to her. But we got past it after a few years. I never went back though. I attempted to go back, but she wouldn't let me. And then when I got out of jail from being a drug mule, my life is
I was like,
crazy.
you've lived
feel
87
When I got out of
lives.
jail for being a drug mule, then we rekindled because
I feel like that's a big part of why I never drunk liquor. Cause like growing up having like parents that drinks and do a lot when they drink, it'll like throw you off.
Good
when
for
you're a
you.
kid. It'll traumatize you. So it's
It
like,
can make you
Yeah.
go one way or the other.
Yeah,
Right?
you coulda
Either you
either.
do what they did
Yeah.
or you do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
chose the later.
And don't
the
even
latter.
start. It's not even worth it.
Don't ever start. How old are you now?
I'm 26.
Don't start.
Yeah.
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 What about smoking though?
I don't do nothing. I like to stay clear minded.
That's great because there's not a lot of people in this business.
Your guy's still a baby. Is the same way.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't drink or smoke. Yeah.
So that's cool to be around other people that's kind of like minded in that way.
Yeah, I feel like I don't do that. I feel like doing drugs is kind of like a sign of weakness. It's like you can't cope with life without it. You know, it's like a cheat code. So
addiction is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, weakness, or is it? Yeah, it is a coping mechanism, like for people to just kind of like cover up when something's wrong. I always learn like about drinking. Is I don't drink to get happy. I just drink when I'm already happy to celebrate more. But that's just me. Yeah. I feel like I think also being responsible about whatever it is that you do.
That's the key.
Because you done did some other things though. You have some other vices. Like maybe it's not drinking. Maybe it's not, smoking. But
maybe it's not using condoms.
Yeah, it might be that.
Maybe. That might be one of them.
Maybe it's not pulling out.
It feels too good. But all right, so you have 4 kids already. Were there like possibles also that happened along the way? I
don't know. Probably.
You never got those calls where it's like, okay, so
it didn't happen to me a few times where like a motherfucker try to lie. Just to try to like probably get some money out of you or something. But I don't give a fuck. Like a motherfucker ain't gonna get no money out of me. You like it ain't no way a female can like try to use that to get money out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen it a couple times where a female be like, I'm pregnant, or send me some money for you know what I'm saying, to get rid of it or whatever, and they really wasn't pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Or,
how do you know? You got to go to the doctor with like. How do you know?
See, the situation I was in, I nutted in her mouth, so it was no way. So it was like
math didn't math. She tried it.
She didn't know how.
They
don't work
out.
He
Yeah,
forgot.
so it was like
that ain't how that happens.
Bro, I feel like it puts you in an awkward situation too, because I don't want to be that guy to be like, that ain't my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, if it ain't, then it's like shit. You know?
All right, well, let's talk about some more things. Kansas City, Missouri. We went through, before this episode started, Grand Rapids and people who are from Grand Rapids. I think the most famous person we know of is Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd
is from Grand Rapids.
And the DeBarge family.
And yeah,
Marvin Sapp too, though. I'm telling you, Marvin Sapp, yeah.
And the Fords, I mean the car, that's them.
I don't think that's them.
Henry Ford. That's him.
Oh, yeah, that is him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, and then also the Meyer family who owns those supermarkets. They're worth a lot of money. But then you moved to Kansas City. How old were you when you moved to Kansas City?
About 13.
I've been there one time. And I remember the one time I was in Kansas City, it was on tour with Emmanuel. And the tour bus, I think the air conditioning went out and it was hot as shit.
Ooh.
In Kansas.
It'd be hot.
It was summertime.
I think it was the hottest like day of the year. It was like a heat wave.
It'd be 100 degrees, over 100 degrees down there.
So, and I was only there for the day. So what's Kansas City like? Tell us if you had to describe it.
If I had to describe it, I feel like everybody got their own view of it. But like to me, it's always been fun. Like I just feel like, I don't know, it just feel like home to me. It's always been fun. It got big culture down, especially when it comes to football.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
And Black millionaires.
Yeah.
I went there once for the Miss Black America pageant.
Oh, okay.
And the living is cheap. It's not expensive down there.
One of my best friends live in Kansas City. I've been traveling to visit her or back home with her since about 2010. One time I got caught in a snowstorm there and couldn't leave for like 3 days.
Yeah.
But the bad part is that I had snuck and went there and I wasn't supposed to be there.
So now what you supposed to say?
Well,
Right.
good thing we ain't had FaceTime back then because, yeah.
I feel like in the next
game.
5 to 10 years though, it's gonna be like a big city that everybody gonna be coming to. Like
Kansas City is a vibe. I was just there in March for the Drake concert. It was the friend who I'm speaking of, my Jazzy Poo. It was her birthday. So we was there for a few days celebrating her birthday. We went to both nights of the concert. It was a vibe.
Ain't Tech Nine's from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Because I know he has the KCT.
We had some Gates barbecue.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know. We got a
Okay.
good relationship, yeah.
Oh, good. Because he definitely was the one making all that money, not necessarily quietly, but has a huge dedicated fan base, but also independently does everything. Like has his own pressing plant, right? And everything out there.
Yeah, he got
That's
everything.
Yeah. So when did you realize that music was going to be the thing for you? Because I know you went to jail, and then when you came home, it was like, let me take it seriously.
Yeah.
But did you know before you went that was something you were dibbling in?
No, I
dabbling
really
in?
didn't. I ain't really care for music. I used to do music before I went to jail, but like I never took it serious. Like it was like, nah, I ain't love it. Like, you know, I always loved music, but I ain't love like being a creator of music. So it's like when I went to jail, probably like my last year, I was like, it was these guys used to come to my cell every day with like a new song, but they looked up to me, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, I did music before, but I ain't take it serious. So they'd just be like, what you think about this? What you think about this? And I'm just seeing they drive and they hustle, and it's like, man, they looking up to you and they outworking you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, all right, let me take this serious, you know? So I started working on my craft. I came home and like real life hit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no car, no phone. I ain't have a phone probably for like my first 2 weeks out of prison.
Oh my God.
So it was like, I was starting from like
What
from the
year was
bottom.
this? 2020?
2019.
19.
Not having a phone in 2019 must have felt wild.
Yeah, so it's like, I had to literally find a job. I had to.
What job you got?
I was working at like a clothes factory.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had found the job. I was like hustling on the side and shit. And I was in a relationship with a girl. And she ended up cheating on me. And
You think it's because you didn't really have no money like that, or
no, I had money though. Like around that time, I started like I was on my shit. I was doing me. You know what I'm saying?
How did you find out?
Huh?
How did you find out?
She actually told me.
oh my God,
Yeah.
why? No.
I don't know. I'm sorry to sidebar
But it's
you.
like
I just needed to know
I
that.
caught her texting a nigga the night before. Then she left. Like we got into it. She left, and then she came back. Then she told me the nigga I caught her texting with. Then when she left, she went to go cheat with him or whatever. And
Damn.
You didn't go through her phone?
not when she came back. So it's
The
like
first time?
Yeah.
That's always hard too, because you probably was like, you know how when people are cheating, you cannot use somebody's phone. Like if you're like, oh, you want to order some food?
Yeah.
And if you know you cheating, you be so nervous, like, oh man, what
You
is
can't
something
do
pop
none of
up?
that shit. Like,
Cheating is the
you
worst.
can't take a picture on that shit. You can't do none of that shit.
Nothing.
Peace of mind, boy, when you're not cheating, because when you cheated, you don't want to hand over that phone for nothing. Like,
Yeah, so she did that.
Did you know the guy? Because like you said, like everybody kind of know each other.
Nah, I ain't know him. It was like her legs or whatever. But after that, then that's when I was like, I feel like I was in a bad space right then. And then that's when I was like, I'm finna just take music serious. Like I remember the exact thing I said, like I'm finna get rich off of music just
I know
because
that's right.
of that.
Come on, manifestation.
Yes.
Look, that's the best way to get revenge. You know, that's how I started doing radio. My ex-boyfriend cheated on me. I was like, all right, I'm about to,
I'm finna pop my shit
that's
now.
what you're supposed to do though,
That
because
part.
some people get like miserable and upset and they just get stagnant.
Yeah.
And you could do that for like 2 days, but then you got to be like, all right.
You gotta get out
You
of
know.
it. I have a list. I have a hit list.
Yeah, so I was
Just who I'm gonna flex on, just in case.
Oh, I do too.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's my revenge.
I don't mind that though. Revenge just to flex on people.
Yes.
Like,
I
It's
got a
the
hit
best.
list of bitches who I had to put in the guillotine and watch them roll.
Ooh, not the
That's my
guillotine.
hit list. It's you bitches that could have been standing beside me, but y'all was bitter faced haters, and now
Yeah.
y'all watching me
That-
shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
oh
nah,
my
it be
God.
like that. But nah, so that ended up happening. That's when I started taking music serious. I dropped my first song and I started growing a fan base. Like they instantly like love my music. So I started growing my fan base and started dropping.
All right, let's flashback. So before you went to jail, you have people knew you locally though already. Like they knew you did music. You just wasn't taking it seriously.
I had probably one song, but no, like this song, like nobody probably know. Like when I was younger, I probably was like 10 years old. I used to sing, you know, back in the day when you had them little parties and they used to slow grind in there, like Pretty Ricky would be on and shit like that. I used to make shit like that. Like I used to make songs like that. So I'm young as hell going into these house parties and shit like that.
Then you would perform your song?
Yeah, like
Or
they'd play
they
my
would play
shit.
it?
Like they'd play my shit like
Okay.
I was famous
young
already.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So like they'd slow grind to my shit. Nah, this is in Grand Rapids.
That's what I'm
This is-
saying.
yeah,
You went
yeah.
to Kansas City.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so like, yeah, so I always been doing music.
Like what was the little song you had when you was 10?
Man, it was some shit I wasn't even supposed to be doing. It was some freaky shit.
snap.
Get
I
out
was
of
a
here.
freaky
And you
little
didn't know
nigga.
what you was talking about.
I
probably,
knew what I
but
was talking
You
about.
knew way back then you wasn't gonna wear no
I
condom.
gotta know, like, what was it?
You
What
knew
was
at 10 years
singing?
old
What
you
was
wasn't finna pull out.
I
I
was
ain't
really-
gonna pull out. That was the
Yeah, I
song.
was talking about fucking, really.
See?
Just talking about fucking. Yeah.
How did you even know about at 10? I didn't know shit.
Cause I got all, like, I got
He the baby.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got,
the
main,
older
I got mainly
siblings.
all brothers. So like I got one sister, older sister, but like I got all
baby
brothers.
boy.
So it's like
them brothers was getting to work and he was paying attention.
yeah, they was introducing me to that shit early. So
Did you have like crushes on their girlfriends and stuff?
nah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity? And do you remember
11.
it? Like
11.
I remember.
God, that's young.
I actually
who was it? Like
yeah,
you don't have to say a
who?
name, but who was she to you? Like was it like somebody you
it
had
was
a
a girl
crush
I knew.
on, or it was like
it was
Somebody
two.
older.
A
I lost my
classmate.
virginity to 2 girls.
You had a threesome?
you had a threesome
At 11?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Wow. I thought I done did some shit.
Let me how many sons do you have?
I got 2
Do you
and
be
2.
nervous? Because I was looking at T.I. talking about his son King having a baby. And he's like, I hope they...
He said, I'm finna raise that baby to torture you the way you tortured me.
I know you was
King
torturing
was bad as hell.
It was bad as hell.
Yeah, I was super bad. I used to like to fight a lot.
All right, so 11 years old.
Wow.
I know you didn't know what you was
Wait,
doing.
how does threesome happen?
I mean, that's
Run it back.
crazy.
And how old were they?
This is...
Right.
I
And
need
how
I
old
need
were
to know all the
they?
details
This
at
is
this
a
point. We
crime.
can't skip over this.
That was like 14. 14, 15, yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Older women used to try to talk to me a lot. Like like when I was younger, like the older women used to try to talk to me.
When you look back, are you like, what was wrong with them? Or...
I ain't really care. I ain't really think about it too much.
Because that's a little weird.
How did you know
Like,
what to
11 is young.
do with 2 at 11 years old?
I really didn't. I did.
Okay.
I was doing what I was doing, but it's like,
You didn't really know.
Huh.
I think that shit traumatized me though, because now I'm in a poly relationship. So
Wait, what?
that's how I live my life.
You're in a pot. How many?
Just
Is it
2.
the baby mama?
Just 2?
No?
Valid question.
No answer.
That's a valid question.
No comment.
Yeah,
Plead the fifth.
okay, who are these 2 women now? And why do you feel like, so you think it was traumatizing to lead you to only want to be in a poly relationship?
He said,
No,
I
feel
started like
can-
this. I need to
I feel
keep it
I
like
can
this.
be in a monogamy relationship, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm meant for more than one woman.
Oh, wow. You got a lot to offer.
Yeah. So
How
it's
did this
like,
poly
SleazyWorld
relationship...
goes.
I mean, goes hard. Pause. How did this poly relationship start?
So the girl that I was just with, just me and her, we had the conversation about it, and
Who brought it up? You?
nah,
She
I brought up that they like needed to have a conversation with each other, like just on some like.
So you were...
So you were
did.
already seeing both of them.
No, I wasn't seeing the other one at first. Like I wasn't seeing her, but like she know the other girl. She knew her, and I was just like, y'all.
So
need
you
to
was
have-
like, what's up with your friend?
no, they was into it with each other. I'm like, y'all need to get back cool, whatever. So
Get back cool.
You got them back cool, all right. One on the dick, one on the balls.
Cool. But Gigi, you wanted that too at one point.
I did.
Yeah, she wanted to bring another woman.
wanted
into
to have
her.
a
She wanted a
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
you should do it.
Nah, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
I don't even have a man right now, so...
Yeah. Is it too? How difficult is that? Because people would say like it's hard for a man to handle one woman, let alone 2.
I really feel like it's easier, like on like with certain things. It's better because like now you don't have to
Cheat.
give her all her that like you ain't gotta do too much because the other girl's gonna be there.
Okay.
Like females, y'all like friends. Y'all like people y'all can talk to. You know what I'm saying, and do stuff with. If I'm
Yeah,
busy,
they be
I'm on the
doing stuff
road.
all right.
She do shit with her.
You could keep her company.
You know what I'm saying?
So they're in a relationship with each other as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like,
Clearly.
even if I can't, like, even if she can't come to me about some shit, she can come to her. Like, even I'm like, if I can't be there for her, she gonna be there.
Now, is there an argument over like if you have to choose who am I gonna nut in? Like, how does that work?
Oh my God.
I'm nutting both of
I was
them.
gonna say, he's sharing the wealth. He's
How?
sharing the
Yeah,
wealth.
whole
He
club.
doesn't discriminate.
What I'm saying is you can't pull out mid nut and then
Oh, you talking about doing it?
Like,
Yeah,
when y'all
that's
having
not how it
threesomes,
be.
how
I
does
feel
that
like
work?
the threesome shit. It's like on occasions you're not finna just if you in a poly you ain't having threesomes
All
every
the time.
day. Nah,
So
So
y'all
every
all
time-
sleep in a bed together though?
nah.
So would they take turns? Like
They
how
got their own room.
So you sleep by yourself and they sleep in their own room?
Nah, I sleep with one of them. Like I sleep in a room. with one
You
of them.
choose which room you want to sleep in. Which,
Yeah, I
you know.
just choose which like whatever.
Is it like a schedule?
I was
Where
about to
y'all
say,
just-
I'd be a little
Shift,
jealous.
you just
I'd be
choose.
like, why you don't want to
Do they periods come on at the same time?
Yeah, they should do. It be real close.
Yeah.
They're synced.
That's what happened. You synced up with women.
I
When
don't
you
know
close
about
to
this,
And then what
guys.
about on Valentine's Day? You all go out to dinner together?
Yeah, we do a lot of shit together. Yeah.
Do you ever get jealous? Like they seem closer with each other.
I be on some playing shit. They do. they do a lot of shit. They be close together. So I be on some playing like I'm jealous type shit.
Now, what about, can you talk to other women outside of these two?
They ain't gonna like that.
Okay. So you're faithful to your two. And it's an understanding. Listen, I can't ever be mad at anybody who has an understanding in their relationship.
Absolutely. What works for you.
And we all agreed to do this. So
I would rather it be open and honest than to find out that you was doing some fuck shit behind my back. Mm-hmm. I always say, like, men don't give women a chance to choose. They blindly put us in situationships by having us, you know, not knowing what's really going on. And then when shit hit the fan, they act crazy. Little do they know, there's women out there like you're women, or women out there like me at one point who, I'm with the shit. So what's up? Like, what we doing? Mm-hmm. But they don't get to that because they lie first. Yeah. And then, you know, they hit us with the bullshit. And then now, what you could have had, you can't have no more because you shouldn't have fucking lied.
Nah, that's a fact.
Do they come on the road with you?
I feel like my family and all that, I don't really even like show or bring them around, like bring them out nowhere. I feel like that's personal to me. So
okay, understood. Yeah. And like with the kids, do the kids, when it comes to that, like, are they allowed? You know how baby moms will be like, "Nah, I don't want them around my kids" and stuff like that. If I don't know if you have kids like from other women, the other two women are them or somebody else, but how does that work? Like,
no, it'd be cool. Like, it'd be cool with the kids. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. On the song that you have with Skillet Baby, What You Need, you talk about she didn't know how to do it right, so you had to mold her. Okay. Talk to me about that. I want to know, like, what did a woman do wrong that you had to show them? And how do you show somebody the right way to do something?
I feel like most females don't know how to give head right. You got to teach her.
Challenge. Gigi looking like...
I said most women,
I don't know.
Well, why do you say that? Because that's not the first time I've heard that.
What I want to know is what's wrong with the head that
and what is right.
Are giving you, right?
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot that go into it. It's like some females can be rough on the hands, or some females don't use enough spit, or some females don't like use, like, you know what I'm saying, stroking nigga shit while they doing it. It's a lot of shit you can do that
some
make your head tough.
Balls.
You know?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so it's just like some women just super plain with that shit. They don't got no. A female gotta like be charisma. Into it. If she ain't into it, it ain't gonna be that.
Listen, you always good at whatever you like doing. So if they're not good at it, they probably just don't like doing it. And they probably only doing it because they know you want it. And
so what's your training program like? Like, are you telling them like to spit on? Like, what's the process? Like, yeah.
You gotta walk them through it.
So in the moment when they do something that you don't, then you'll tell them like, yeah, you should do this or do more of that, or
I try to throw it in there without them even knowing. I'm letting them know, like, you know. And it comes like it kind of fall on the man too. It's like you gotta turn your shorty.
Can I give a pro tip to the ladies? So to get your mouth wet, you literally just put the dick as far in your mouth as you can get it. The deeper in the back it goes, the more saliva and wetness creates in your mouth. And boom, that part. Yeah, no, for real.
Touch the little dangly thing.
Touch the little dangly thing, gag a little bit, and then your mouth will get wetter, ladies. Listen to me, I know.
All right, well, what's your pro tip for the women? Like, if you had to tell women, this is how you do it, like, what would you say? Because some guys like hands, some guys don't like hands. We hear no hands, but then you said you got to not do it too rough with the hands.
I feel like just be creative. Don't just be...
Get into it,
right? Get into it. Like, don't just be, you know what I'm saying, on some plain shit. Be creative.
Like, what's
Have
creative?
Fun with it.
Like, give us an example of something that was project. Like amazing to you. Like, what's amazing when somebody does what? When
they do more than just put their mouth on it and go up and down. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, most females think that's what you do, you know?
I have a pro tip that I don't publicly give out, but I'll tell y'all.
Okay, good.
Off camera.
Why can't you tell us now?
Tell us now.
No. Give us a hint. I'm not giving that one out. I'm not giving that one out.
It's my favorite subject.
She said she's gatekeeping. I don't know if y'all heard a rumor about me, but I ain't about to get that one out.
No, Gigi, we need to hear this.
Nope.
People who listen to lip service, we don't get no Patreon.
They need this information.
They just call it lip service.
I'm not telling this one. I'll tell y'all later.
Does this have to do... Hold on, let me think.
It has to do with not just going up and down with your mouth.
Is this when you pretend with your hand?
No. That's my
Gigi will pretend she's stuck in
I feel like a female that's really turned with it, she gonna
have you ever
she
had
gonna spit on that motherfucker.
Talk?
She gonna
you
gotta do all that
moan.
shit. Yeah.
Have you ever had a woman?
How are you saying anything?
Pull it out. Say something.
Okay. Slap it on your face. All of that. So have you ever had a woman orgasm while?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck
See,
yes.
she like
because I be like I be hyping her up. I ain't just finna just sit there.
Yeah,
like
you
gotta hype. You gotta do this shit. I'm gonna slut her ass out while she doing it to turn her up even more. You know?
That's so girl.
Yeah.
You just want the effort. It sounds like you just want A+ for effort.
I'm big on foreplay too, so
Okay.
it's like just doing foreplay while she giving you head too. So
And so, are you good at reciprocating? Do you
He loves
reciprocate?
getting pussy. Yeah.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yay.
So many people don't.
A little round of applause.
Have you okay? Do you feel like you have to eat pussy till she comes?
I like to.
Okay.
I don't feel like I got to.
Mm.
I feel like if I get down there, I'm gonna want you to come.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Cause sometimes you don't want to gotta come. Like, do you try to not come when you're getting your dick sucked? Cause you know, like, I want to at least have this continue.
Yeah, for sure.
That's thoughtful.
It depends though. Like sometimes I and still get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes I'm not one and done, and I can, get into
So lemonade belch. One and done. You one and done?
Nah.
You can't be one and done with two
can't
girlfriends.
be. Yeah.
You gotta share that thing.
But I'm sure there's times that you like, damn, I didn't perform up to
And
what
females like to fuck back to back. They don't like to just
1000%. That's me for sure.
So you got to be ready.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really hope there's been
on
out
how
here
long
listening.
you taking if I gotta like go to work.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's quickie energy. That's different.
Angela want quickie energy all the time.
Nah,
Cause she be too busy.
I will say, I'll be like, all right now.
Right.
But if it's at night, I actually prefer having sex at night so I could go to sleep afterwards.
Sleep
Because in the
good.
morning, if I got to go to work, I'll be on a schedule. Like, I can't be late because then there won't be nothing on the radio.
Right.
But at night, I think that's the best time. But some people like morning sex better.
I don't really like more than sex.
Oh, okay.
I get to it like in the morning. That's when I'm getting to everything I got to get to. You know, that's when I got to get focused.
So no pussy.
What I gotta do?
No pussy for breakfast.
Really not for real. I ain't really.
Special
During the
occasions only.
day, nighttime.
Now, how many videos do you have in your phone of you having sex? A lot?
Yeah, a lot. Probably
Okay.
like 300 of them Johns.
Oh, my
Do
God.
you watch them?
Sometimes. I remember the moments. So it's like if I'm thinking of a moment, I'm like, man, let me go watch that.
I've had a lover who constantly put the flash in my face. And I would be like, why you keep taking these videos? You're
Man,
not
that
even
should
watch
be epic,
them.
especially if
Go watch the one from last
if
week.
it's
Like,
turned.
why you keep...
You said if it's turned.
That sound like me.
Like, I'd be, getting to it, and then here comes the flash. Like, nigga.
You was going too crazy.
When
Yeah.
you turn the camera on, do you feel like you perform differently when you know you taping it?
I do. I see that flash, I be like, oh, okay.
You be like, hold on, let me look cute.
Action.
I be annoyed, but I get to it.
You be like, hold on, let me fix my face.
Yeah.
Listen, all right. So let's talk about the project for a second because I want to make sure we get to that because it's coming out.
This
the
week,
6th,
right?
yeah, More Than a Shooter. So let's talk about that title because I know part of what it is for you, and I want to discuss this. We didn't even get into this earlier, but you talked about at 17 years old going to jail. How did you even get into that position? Because you don't drink, you don't smoke, you seem like a really good person. Even when you came in here, polite, nice. Like, how does that even happen?
I feel like I was wild when I was younger. Like I said, when I was super young, I used to like to fight a lot. So like, I always was just into bad shit, but I was still smart, like, because I got older siblings. So I learned from all their mistakes, but I was just doing some bad shit. It was around that time where I was just in love with the street shit. So yeah.
And I know you've said, and I saw the intro where you were talking about how people always would tell you like you ain't gonna be shit. People have these expectations that they put on you, and sometimes people feed into that. So how were you able to get out of that mindset? Because that's not an easy thing. I think sometimes people feel like, oh, that's just what it is. He ain't gonna be nothing. But for you, how were you able to overcome that?
I start believing in myself. I feel like growing up where I come from, just being black, a lot of times we just don't believe we can be more than what we already are or what we seen. You got to think about, like, my mama worked decades and decades. She 50 some years old. So it's like she worked her whole life and we still was struggling. So it's like if I'm seeing my mama work years and years and we ain't going nowhere, I'm already looking at a job like that shit ain't it. That's not the route, because I'm not trying to be working over and over and over and still be in a fucked up position. So it's like, okay, let me try this. I start believing in myself. So once I start believing in myself and start doing that shit on my own, and I actually made it, then it was like, it changed my whole point of view of everything, where it's like, you know, we can, you know.
When did you realize the music thing really was gonna work?
Shit, when I first started, like after I got out of that breakup, I'm like, this is what I'm finna do. This shit hard. I feel like this shit gonna work. I don't know when, but I feel like this shit gonna work.
Did she come back to you? Like, did she hit you?
Try?
For sure she hit me.
Because I mean,
she tried to circle back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did circle back a little bit.
Nah.
You didn't at all. You ain't go back and hit it one more time.
Nah.
Why you laughing?
Nah, I did.
You thought about it.
I want to say I thought about it.
You know how guys be wanting revenge.
She was one of the top eaters though, so I was like, I thought about it a little bit.
You missed that mouth a little bit.
Just on that tip, just on that.
You should have went for the mouth.
So you know what? I ain't gonna lie, guys be wanting to like go back and do that to you one more time and then leave you so you could feel how they felt.
That's their list.
Yeah,
I'm not
That's
gonna
their
lie.
revenge
A
list.
girl that give good head, she got you beat. She got you beat. I'm telling you, she got you beat.
So what made you say I'm not gonna do it? Because you thought about it.
I'm just like, man, I ain't going back over there. It's over. She finished herself.
Do you still look and see what she's doing? Really?
Hell no.
I be looking still. Y'all don't look at none of y'all.
Absolutely.
Hell no.
I couldn't care
My
less.
ego
what my
can't
exes
let me.
is doing, child.
You said what?
My ego could never.
I mean, they don't know, but you could
Still,
just be like,
I know. My spirit
sometimes
knows.
I randomly would be like, you know, I might not have looked in like 6 months, but like, let me see what he's up to.
Yeah, I'd be
do
like,
that?
some shit I just
Come on now,
outgrow.
y'all
I'd be
lying
like,
if you act
I
like you
haven't
don't
done
just
that in a
sometimes.
minute though. I used to, and I used to stalk like the bitches he would be with.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. But now
Just
I feel
to
like my
see.
ego is way too
Just
absolutely not.
honesty is
why
like,
you used to stalk them? To see if they were still fucking with each other?
Just to see, just to confirm that I'm better than what he's got going on.
Right. If I
Really?
went and looked,
you be
it
like,
was.
damn, this bitch fell off.
Right. I'm like,
If
that's what
I
you
ever
get.
went and looked, it was to laugh at the Sasquatch. I mean, yeah, it was just a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's true that guys like cheat on they girl with women that's like weaker than them?
Definitely.
Yeah, guys cheat
Insecurity.
down.
That's the
Yeah.
worst way to cheat is down. If you gonna cheat on me, it better be up. You better be with something better and all the way around
But
the
you
block.
never
women
gonna say. You never gonna
say.
say.
Yeah, you better cheat on me with Rihanna. What the fuck you talking about?
And then look, somebody cheat with Rihanna and they'll be like,
gonna start
she
talking
ain't
about
on
her?
that.
You gonna start finding her
I couldn't
flaws.
come too.
Oh, he want Beyonce? Oh, she got all them kids. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Women will be
She ain't gonna
like,
never take you serious.
and your friends got to check you sometimes. They be like, I mean.
No one's leveled up on me like that. No one. But that's because I've dated losers.
Oh God.
So there's that.
That's fucked up.
There's that part.
Yeah, if you gonna cheat,
You think women cheat up? Like when
Man,
she
y'all
cheated?
cheat more than us.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So when you're that girl, when she cheated on you, the guy that she cheated with.
Fuck no, she ain't cheat up. Her ass cheated down
see,
to the
See, he's not
ground.
going to admit it either.
To the ground.
she cheated down to
She
the
went
ground.
down.
She went down to the nitty gritty.
Nah, I don't feel like it depends on what. If you fucking with a lame, like she said, like some corny niggas, then you gonna cheat up. But like, it just depends on who you fucking with. If you fucking with a nigga like he one of them, it's just like, I don't know. Like any girl I've been with, she ain't never cheated up. She ain't never like leveled up after me. None of that shit.
But what would be cheating up?
Shit, I don't know. Cause I feel like how y'all feel. I feel like nigga can't fuck with me. I don't give a fuck
See,
what he
that's
got.
what I'm saying. You're the same as us.
Yeah, so it's like I don't give a fuck. That nigga not me. I don't give a fuck who he is. So that's how I be.
That part.
And what about other artists? Because, you know, being from Kansas City, right? And then having other artists like a Lil Baby reach out or even like that's, you know, that's got to be like, shit. That's
We out here.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that feeling when you've had other artists. Because I feel like sometimes getting those cosigns, as much as we can act like, oh, it don't matter, but it still does feel good.
Nah, for sure. It definitely do, especially when you grow up listening to these artists or you look up to them or you listen to their music a lot and they reach out to you. I feel like it kind of felt like the first time I went to the BET Awards because like I grew up watching that shit.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like a surreal moment. Like, damn, I used to listen to these niggas. Now they asking me for features or they willing to hop on my shit and we same rooms. You know what I'm saying? So that shit hard. They respect my craft, you know?
What about signing to a label? Because sometimes that's a hard thing to do too. When you know, like, all right, I got some motion, and people always talk about, oh, stay independent, do this, do that. But tell me about that process of you signing.
I feel like it's really about how intelligent you is. Like, if you feel like you capable, do that shit on your own. If you feel like you just don't know, you don't feel like you'll be able to get it right, then go to a label. I feel like I was capable. But I still went to a label. Like, I know how to do, like, most of the shit I do that shit on my own. So it's like, I know how to do this shit. You know?
I always tell artists, man, if you sign to a label, still do that shit on your own.
Yeah.
You still got to act like you're doing it on your own, because the label will hop on board when the shit is hot. But if you're not doing nothing and you think they're going to do it for you, nothing's going to happen.
Nah, facts. And it's always ups and downs in this shit. And people don't realize that shit. They be so caught up in the hype. When they turn, they don't realize, like, it's going to be downs in this shit. It's going to be ups in this shit. Like, no artist just stay on top forever, you know? So, yeah.
I know you've also talked about depression and dealing with that. So talk to me about depression and, like, how you felt like, okay, I am suffering from this, but how do I pull myself out of it?
I feel like I dealt with depression, like, through music, you know, and just, like, isolating myself. Like, when I was in jail, that's when I feel like I was the most depressed, when I was in jail, because I feel like I ain't had nobody. So it's like, I used to deal with it, just dealing with it with myself, you know, alone time, thinking to myself, trying to overcome it myself, you know.
Would people come in to visit you and call you? Or
hell no.
No, really? But when you come home, that makes you feel like I ain't got to do shit for nobody.
Yeah.
At the same time.
I still show love to the motherfuckers that ain't fuck with me. It was no hard feelings.
You didn't have nobody holding you down while you was in there? No.
I mean, my mama tried, but, like, all my other brothers in prison too. So it's like, she got like 4 boys in prison. She can't do shit, and she outside she in the world taking care of herself. And,
right, you understood. How does she feel now, seeing the success that you've had?
She happy as hell. I'm happy as hell, because I remember writing her in jail, like, I'm gonna change that shit for you, you know.
Indeed.
Yeah. So.
And then you were locked up for how long? Like 3 years?
4.
4 years? Okay. Yeah. So what did you do, like, for yourself when you was feeling some urges? Did you have Twitter? You know, I saw Boosie talking about how Twitter is a great
Twitter
way to
is
release.
Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub. He was like, thank you, Elon Musk. I saw him just right there.
So much porn on Twitter. It's crazy.
I love Twitter.
Yeah, earlier. But were you masturbating a lot? Like, what did you do?
In jail?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I was getting off in jail. We ain't had no Twitter, nothing like that. Our ass had magazines.
Wow.
Like, old school.
And pictures, females sent to the joint.
How often would you say you was like, all right. And then how do you get that alone time?
Shit, like, so niggas be out their room. Should I go in my room? Nigga ain't gonna be nothing. Like, they out their room, they on the yard. So I just go in my room.
Like, God forbid somebody come back in. You didn't have a code.
No, you put a sheet up. So, like, you put a sheet up to let a nigga know, like,
you
using the bathroom. Time. So, like, you basically like, oh, you using the bathroom. Or you just in that bitch, like, it don't matter. The sheet up, you know?
Does that mean you feel like you got to masturbate quick because you don't want nobody to walk in? Like, I got to hurry up and get this over with.
I mean, you can't be in that bitch making love.
Right. To your hands. Like, hurry up. We got 3 minutes.
That's so funny.
No, for real.
You can't be in that bitch making love.
And Jordan, you were celibate for so long. Did you masturbate while you were... Are you allowed to masturbate while you're celibate?
Yeah. There was just no vaginal penetration.
Some people look at it like nothing.
That wasn't me. This was the rules I made for myself.
So there's a difference celibacy and abstinent, right?
Yeah. So people love to argue about this. Really, celibacy it's not permanent. So you do it for said point of time. Abstinence is really like, I'm not having sex until I'm married or in a relationship or something like that. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. I try to do that shit like until I drop my album. That shit didn't last 2 weeks.
When did you
was in training
I try
mode?
to like not have sex or like not nut until I drop my album.
You know how boxers be in training and
right.
they like
so your knees wouldn't be weak?
I just wanted to sacrifice something.
So
you like, I'm ready for
sacrifice orgasm?
Yeah.
You should have sacrificed like chicken or something.
Right. I ain't gonna eat no chicken. And so 2
weeks.
How long did it last? You
Probably
like Nick Cannon.
Probably like a week and a half. Yeah.
How was that for you? Did it change anything?
I feel like I was more irritated easily.
How did your women feel when you told them that you didn't want to have sex?
They were like, we got each other.
Well, I know, but here's the thing to you non-vagina people over here. Here's the thing about vagina and vagina, at least for me. I still need dick. Like, we can do whatever we gonna do with each other, but I still need to get
What
fucked.
about a strap-on?
No, that's not dick. That's a piece of plastic.
for a week and a
I need my
half.
penis to be attached to a man, and I need to
But he
like
goes on the road.
Females say that shit feel uncomfortable. It's too hard. It
What
be
is?
cold. Like
the
dildos.
strap. Yeah, I'm cool
Like
on
the
it.
dildos. and shit.
I don't even play
That
with
sounds
a
like a
dildo at
exam.
all.
But
like,
if he's on the road, there's gonna be times that they're not.
they
having
in there
sex.
scissoring.
Right, but I'm saying not with him. If he's celibate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They might use toys. We don't know.
How y'all
But-
feel about toys?
Oh, we love toys over here.
I don't like anything that goes in.
But yeah, that's same. But
I like
there's more
vibrates
than
on
just
top.
that. There's butt plugs
like
and
the
cock
womanizer?
rings and yeah, that's my shit.
I'm
That
very
doesn't go
basic.
in? That goes
No. It's like the rolls. So it sucks and vibrates.
in? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever used toys on a woman?
Yeah, her rolls on her. That's about it.
That's it. The only thing you've ever used?
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all have toys too. You guys have the cock ring.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't try that?
Cock rings are
I
dope.
don't know what that is.
Don't knock it.
It's
till you
like
try
a ring
it.
that you put around it, and I guess
It's a silicone ring. You put it at the base, and it just like squeezes. Some of them vibrate.
Mhm.
I like the vibrating ones because the vibrating ones give the woman pleasure too.
yeah.
But yeah.
Nah, I just rather just feel her coochie.
You said you have a third leg. Maybe it'd be too tight and cut off the circulation.
Maybe
Yeah,
saying that,
type
but
shit.
it's silicone. It's silicone, so it stretches.
Oh, they don't have custom sizes.
Maybe you probably could get one made. I don't know. I don't have a cock.
True.
No, but they do. I mean, I've heard from guys that it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever used a condom?
Hell yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah.
smothering.
Yo, you gotta chill, Angela. Not have you ever.
Oh my God.
Never have I ever.
Damn.
When's the last time?
When I want a relationship.
Okay, good. We like that. We're going to promote safe sex up here. You
Mhm.
know?
love
Yeah,
that.
we
Safety
promote
first.
safe sex.
Safety
Abstinence, condoms, and that's as safe as we get.
And doing more with your mouth except just going up
right.
and down on the dick.
Facts.
Now, how do you feel now that this album is coming out? Like, how are you feeling? What's your vibes?
It's been 2 years. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Good for you.
Like,
What's
I'm
the
super
rollout? What's
excited.
your plans? You having a big party in Kansas
The
City?
celibacy
You
plan
doing
didn't
a-
roll out.
Right.
Didn't
That
work.
shit didn't work. No, I'm doing an album release party in Atlanta.
Atlanta?
In
Oh,
like
that's what
2
she
days.
does.
I lives in Atlanta. I lives. Yeah, I
Yeah.
lives in Atlanta.
So like tomorrow I'm leaving to Atlanta. So I'm going.
Gigi, can you tell us this story? All right, so she was telling us before you got here. She went on a date with this guy,
Oh, God.
and they was in the strip club.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know what you think about this. Go ahead.
Oh, about the money?
Yes.
All right. So he gave me some ones to throw on the girl. So the girl dancing in front of us. And then me and the girl get to talking. I actually was telling the girl that we was in the hood, hole in the wall, and that she was too good for that spot. And I was like, we got to talking and looking at pictures in my phone.
You told her that?
Yeah, so I was like, girl, why are you here? Get out of here. You don't belong here. Then you too good for this place. Know your worth, girl.
But
And
maybe
it ain't
she's
this.
making a lot of money because
She's not.
Okay.
She's not. I promise you. Where we were at, we were in the slums of North Philly. She is not making no money there.
All right.
Anyway, he gives me the ones to throw the ones. I'm holding on to the ones. When me and her start talking, I have the ones and my purse, and I put my purse down with the ones on top of it. So me and her are talking. So after the conversation, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go now. So I tell him, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. You ready to go? He's like, yeah, we can go. The first thing he did was picked up the ones and put them in his pocket. Why you do that? Like, it wasn't even a lot, but it's like, if you gave them to me and they were on my purse,
Right.
Yeah.
like, why would you take them back? What if I wanted to throw them on my way out or give it to the DJ or like tip the
Or
bouncer?
maybe that's your money because he
or-
got it, gave it to you, and then you can't take it back.
I
What do you
mean-
think about that?
I mean, I wouldn't have did it, but what do I think about it? He may wanted that shit back because he regretted throwing it.
He probably felt like
he didn't need to be there in
he
the
probably
first
felt like
place.
you ain't throw it, so let me get that back.
No,
But like,
that's embarrassment.
yeah, I side-eyed him for that.
You side-eyed him. You like, nigga.
Yeah, 'cause-
you could have let me keep them.
It ain't even about me keeping it because it was only $200.
But him just
the
picking it
thing
back
is,
up.
the thing is, they were on my purse. They might as well been in my purse.
Right. That's
You get
like
what I'm
you touched
saying?
my
They
purse.
were on my purse.
Yeah.
Like, that's like taking them back out of my bag. Like, now these mine. Like, petty. It was petty.
Nah,
I
it
looked at
was.
it as very petty.
No, for
Very
sure.
petty.
Have you
Because-
ever gone on a date in a strip club?
Yeah.
I could tell you.
I don't really like strip clubs though.
Why not?
They just not for me. I don't really be caring for it.
I mean, like, what is it about it that you don't like? What is it that's not for you?
Just the whole scenery. I mean, it's just going in there, females dancing, you throwing a lot of money on them. When I got a female I can just go to the crib with, you know. And then that shit just make you horny the whole time. You finna be in that bitch throwing $20,000. You might as well go on OnlyFans and pay them.
But it's also, maybe there's good food, you know. What do you like to eat?
I like to eat wings, fried rice.
Okay, perfect. That's the strip club.
I don't like clubs either.
Wow.
What do you like to do for fun? Like when
to,
you're celebrating something, what do you do?
You know,
shit, I like to. I ain't gonna lie. Any city I'm in, I like to enjoy. I like to like see what it is to do in a city besides that shit.
The touristy shit.
You know what? I can see why he don't like the club because you don't drink,
right?
You don't smoke. I can see why the club is not like a fun place if you're not doing it. Ain't nothing like being sober in the club. Everybody else drunk and you just standing there like these idiots.
Motherfuckers that just be in there. That's all they do is stand in the club. You go in the club, most people just standing around with their phone out.
The club used to be different back then. It's not the same anymore.
Yeah, everybody is like got their phone. I just did my day, Angela Yee Day.
Angela Yee Day was litty.
And there was all these performances, but I was like looking at people and all they was doing was standing up there
They
with
be
their
too
phone.
cool. Motherfuckers too cool nowadays. So it's like, I'm cool.
But it's also everybody want to record shit and post it. It's like, put your phone down and have
enjoy
a good
the moment.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't. I feel like people be too embarrassed to like actually express themselves when they in clubs and shit. So they just.
But it used to not be that way.
Yeah.
Because
now
it's
it's all on
interesting to me
camera.
because I could feel like if you go to the club, they're gonna play your music and then you want to see how people react to it too.
No, for sure.
Especially in the strip club, you got strip club music too.
You definitely got strip club music.
Yeah.
So he's like,
I go like I go to
he's
like
you're not
if
gonna
I
convince
what
him.
if I release some shit, I go.
What clubs, like if
gonna
you had
like
to
it.
be like, I went to such and such and it was a vibe, or I went to such and such and I hated it. Tell me.
If like wait, say that
In
again.
any city, what club have you been to that was like, all right, yeah, I had a good time there, and then what club that you've been to that you like, yeah, I ain't never going back there. That shit was trash.
He don't want to diss a club.
It was this club.
Strip club.
It was this
We
club.
talking about strip clubs.
Strip club.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie. I don't be remember the names. I go on them bitches.
What city you was in?
Miami, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami got good clubs.
Yeah, Miami do. They got 5 clubs. I like their clubs.
So there are 3 cities, in my opinion, and in this scenario, my opinion definitely counts. There are 3 cities, in my opinion, that have the best strip clubs, booty clubs, because there's a difference.
Okay. Not
Atlanta, not New York. New York is not on the list.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Miami, Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the 3
That's
clubs
valid.
where the strip clubs is. I mean, those are the 3 cities where the strip clubs is always going to be a vibe, in my opinion.
I ever thought about being strippers?
I was a stripper. That's why I said my opinion.
I have no ass to be stripping.
No matter.
You could work at a white club.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be giving what I wanted to give. Like I would want to be putting on a show, and I don't think I had the moves for that. But I really love strip clubs.
So let me tell you, most dancers can't dance.
They just walk around.
Only 10% of them can do pole
but
tricks.
that bothers me. When I'm there, I'm like, I want to see shit.
Most entertainers
Just
do not
grind 'em.
entertain.
No, that's not fun. Like I want to see like the art of it, and I feel like
You
they
want to see
don't.
some effort.
Right. I want some effort too.
I
And
want
the,
some
and the
effort,
strippers,
too.
yeah.
Jordy Georgia, Playboy though. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Not did Playboy. She was a Playboy cover model.
okay, Playboy cover model. Let me stop.
You was? I'm about to check your shit out.
I should.
And she was the
Beautiful. Playmate of the year.
and
That's
the
hard.
skin
Well,
tone.
The last Playmate of the year.
Okay. Period.
Well, for now, they're about to replace me.
What?
After 5 years, they're about to replace me. Yeah.
The nerve.
I know.
They need you to like pass the crown to somebody.
I know. That's a whole other discussion.
Are they talking to you about it at least?
They want me to do it for free.
Oh no.
We don't do that.
They got money.
Right.
Yeah. They got it.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though is one thing I read about too, SleazyWorld Go is here, is that you did a lot of free shows when you first decided you wanted to do music and you were going to schools and doing all of that just to kind of build up your audience. Some people won't do that. And it makes me think about this whole thing, right? I want to get your take on it because I know you were watching Ice Spice versus Cleopatra. Have you been watching all of that drama?
Yeah, I
unfold?
saw that shit. Yeah.
What did you think about that? From what you know, because we don't know. Obviously, we don't know all the details, but I want to know what you thought about that.
There's different
As an
versions of the
artist,
story.
like, yeah.
I feel like they both got good points. I don't feel like necessarily Ice Spice meant no harm in it. It's things when you like as an artist, it's so much shit going on in her life. She can't control everything. She got to focus on going on that stage, performing. She's tired after that. So it's like if some shit going on around her, 9 times out of 10, she not gonna pay attention to that shit because she like, shit, I gotta get mentally prepared to hop on this stage. Or I gotta get or I'm tired as hell, so I'm finna go back here. I'm about to go there.
She said she went in the room and played with her pussy. But what I want to know is why she didn't let her security or whoever carry this girl bags out the car.
That's what I'm saying. But listen, right? If you the artist, right, and you doing some shit, you not worried about nobody else's bags. You worried about getting to where you gotta go.
From what I understand, she asked her like, "Can you tell him to get my bags?" And she was like, "No," or something like that.
Well,
like
I don't know if she did that. Then that's.
But even like as a man, right? And it was allegedly it was raining. As a man, you would want to help this young lady with her bags. No. Yeah. See, I'm big on like my team. Like anybody that's working for me, like. I got some people around me like shit. Make everybody feel comfortable. Right. Like you'll make me feel comfortable. I'm big on that. So it's like. You know,
you're not gonna go to steak dinner without them. Like everybody else goes to dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an interesting conversation to me because on both sides, the only thing that is, I think, in question is the fact that they were supposedly friends. And sometimes the lines between friends and business get blurred. And I feel like that happens to everybody at some point, right? Like, has that ever happened to you where you've had somebody that was your friend, but then things got messed up because of the business?
I feel like that's how I fell out with most of my friends. You know, I really fell out with most people that used to be around me. I feel like people stop, like when you a friend, like a motherfucker not respect you to a certain extent, you know? So it's like, they do some shit to you they won't do to the next person. It's like, nah, like, you know, I respect you, you respect me, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough, right? Is that they supposedly were friends. And if I tell you, I got you, when you ask me, like, do I got to get my rooms, what I got to do? No, I got you. And I get it. Like, maybe she didn't know, you know, for both of them, they're newer artists. But if I tell you I got you and then you need I'm like, you still could sleep on the couch or I'm going to make sure you have a room or, because it is tough too. Like, think about when you were first getting out there and putting your music out. Look, even when you had your first song out, right? And, you know, things were heating up and you going on the road, you're not making money like people think you are at first. Everybody think you got money, but you got a lot of people. You got a big family.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people around you and everybody thinking he got a song on the radio, he got money, you know? So how do you handle that situation? Because you do want to help people, but then you also have to set some boundaries because you ain't going to go broke, you know, trying to help everybody else.
I feel like that's the biggest mistake like anybody can make when it comes to like you grinding for something and you becoming successful. Never think you have to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to help yourself first. And it's like most of the time, I feel like with me, like when I first got into it, that's what I felt like because I feel like as a kid, you had these conversations where it's like, oh, if I had this much money, I'm gonna make sure that shit ain't realistic. That shit a dream. You know what I'm saying? That's it's just some fun shit to say until you really get in there. You gotta think about the taxes gonna hit you. You gotta take care of your mama. You gotta take care of your kids.
All them
then
kids.
It's like you gotta keep up with your lifestyle. And it's like you gotta put in investments. It's so much shit that come into it where it's like, oh shit, I can't take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you got 4 kids. The kids gotta come first.
Yeah,
always.
for sure.
So you gotta make sure they good later in life. You gotta make sure all their stuff paid for. And the more money you make, the more money you have to spend too.
Yeah, and it's like even when you give it to these like you give it to motherfuckers, because it's like we ain't coming from money, so it's like we don't know what the fuck to do with money.
Right.
You give a motherfucker, you give one of your homies $50,000, he broke next week because he ain't know what to do with it. You know, one time I asked my guys, I said, if I gave you $100K right now, would you know what to do with it? He said, nah.
Jordan, we know what to do with it.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be that experiment. I'll sacrifice myself for that experiment.
Yeah, but
if you're looking for that.
Yeah, but
if you're looking to see what somebody's gonna do with it.
A lot of times you will make mistakes by just giving your money to people that don't even know what to do with it. So,
That's true.
So it's like, it's better for you to keep your money, make money off that money, and then put them in positions to make their own money.
And put it on them.
Yeah.
You know what? This woman I was talking to, and her name is Jaquette Timmons, but she is like a financial expert. And she helps a lot of people with their finances. She was telling me what she ended up having to do was have an account set up, and it has a certain amount of money that goes in it every month, and people ask her, like, in her family for money all the time, but once that money's gone,
I ain't got it.
You know, sorry, like, that's it.
I got a help fund, and y'all didn't help yourselves to all the funds.
And it's a certain amount of money, and if that money is gone, for me to, like, because there are times you're gonna want to help people.
Yeah.
But once you say, you could say yes 500 times.
The first time you say no,
it's over.
Yeah.
One time you say no, it's over. I done been in that shit a million times. Like,
you know, but it's just something that you are, like, everybody has to learn how to navigate. The problem with, you know, like Biggie would say, more money, more problems. And that's a fact. Like, the more money you have, the more people are going to come to you for things. And they have an idea they want you to invest in. And you like, look, I don't know. You have a business. This is what I ask people. Do you have a business plan? Well, send me the business plan and, you know, let me figure it out and let me have my accountant look at it.
Yeah.
And 9 times out, nobody's sending you a business plan.
Yeah, nobody. They don't have an idea. No business. Yeah, they just got an idea. Yeah.
When you think about what things that you want to invest in, like what are some things that you want to do?
Well, right now I'm investing into, so I'm really big on fashion. So I'm investing into my own clothing brand.
That's dope.
Okay, we see it. We like
I was
this.
liking the pants.
Thank y'all. But yeah, it's going to be called Bakari. So yeah, it's just going to be some dope shit. Like, I'm real, like, simple. I like comfy shit. Some shit you ain't got to do too much. So that's what it's going to be, like a brand where it's just like, it's good quality, but it's like a comfy feel, you know?
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's Fashion Week right now. I know you're hitting up some fashion shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the non-alcoholic business.
Yeah, she thinks you should do some mocktails.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Mocktails.
And then you can sell them in Myers.
In the rap
That's
space,
what you
I
can
feel
sell
like
at
it's
Myers.
necessary.
Your mocktails.
Yeah.
I don't know that business. Y'all
Okay,
gotta
I'll
put
do that
me
part.
up.
I'll do
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, she gotta put me up.
See, $100,000. What you gonna do with it?
Listen,
for
the
real.
sleazy mocktails. Oh my God, that'll
That
be
was
crazy.
gonna be fire.
us. We gotta we gotta register that now.
Yeah,
Call your lawyer right
mocktails.
after this.
I bet.
SleazyWorld
I
mocktails.
think that's a good name for a mocktail. And then because you're from Grand Rapids originally, I think that's a good rollout.
Yeah, that would hit.
Myers.
And you can get other people on it. There's a lot of other artists who don't drink too. So I can just see that being a real thing.
A thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
You know.
for sure.
Now, a line of condoms might not work for you, but that...
A line of condoms might not work for you. Clearly.
Dang.
But listen, I want to end it with this post that you put up. You know, because I thought this was really amazing. Ain't shed no tears since I was a kid, but I cried making this album, not because I was sad, but because I realized how far I came when what I went through to get here and how much I lost after it all. It's bittersweet because I lost loved ones I never thought I would lose due to this lifestyle and what came with the street shit, success, money, and fame. I hope my story can help any youngin' that's where I was once in my life, in the hood, with no hope but had a dream to be more than what they seen growing up or what they was told they could only be because their skin color or the neighborhood they was from. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep believing in yourself. And so you said you've been working on this album for 2 years and the time is finally here. More Than a Shooter, dropping September 6th. But until then, go stream the first single off the album, Who the Who's.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
I'm excited for y'all to hear it. I got so much music that I think y'all gonna love on there.
I mean,
Like,
we already love what we have so far from you. So
Like it's songs on there I'm touching on subjects that I feel like it's for y'all, but it's not like no just childish. It's real shit that y'all need to hear. Like I feel like females need to hear, like people ain't talking about, you know.
Like what?
It's a song on there called Insecure. You know, I always wonder why females didn't like to, like, I always loved a female being natural. Female be like, oh, I'm looking crazy right now. But like, that's the shit I love the most. So I feel like females deal with insecurities a lot, you know? So
That's a fact.
They need reassurance a lot. So it's like, I got a song on there called Insecure. I got a song on there called Good Karma. And it's about abuse. A lot of females deal with like abusive men.
Violence.
So it's like domestic violence. So it's like,
yeah, you touching on some subjects now.
I like that.
I'm here for it.
Okay. You listen, SleazyWorld Go. I appreciate that because sometimes people might hear a song from you and think you one way, but like you said, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely
They'll
not.
look at your background and be like, "Oh, he did this, he did X, Y, Z," and not knowing, like you said, the lessons that you've learned, the reason why people are in the circumstances that they're in, and how you can grow and learn from that and help the next generation.
No, for sure.
So I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Aw.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Well, thank you. Make sure y'all check it out. More Than a Shooter, for real.
Okay.
Although
Let's
he
go.
will shoot up your club.
Shooting at the club. Okay. But he more than that.
Yeah.